Hey, what's up guys? It's day 11. It's around noontime right now and our lunch just arrived. We got here some lamb noodles and beef rice. But this is all pretty typical. What's not that typical is this thing. I mean, what is this? We ordered 4 sides and they put it in like 4 plastic bags tied up together, right, in this like blob. Okay. I've not seen this done yet. During all the times I ordered takeout during quarantine. I mean, how am I supposed to eat this? I guess we're gonna like put them out on a plate or something. So now that we put the side dishes out on actual dishes, instead of plastic bags that they were in, you can get a better look. Each of these is 35 New Chinese dollars, so that's about $1 US dollars. Really, they're quite cheap if you think about it. Hey y'all, this is dinner. Yeah, so I know I've been recording a lot of food related stuff lately, but this is how it is. It's strange because today a lot of things that I did not know could be placed in plastic bags were delivered to me in plastic bags. So you see, like, there was the paper box outside, but they also they had to put like all this stuff in a plastic bag. And the same thing goes with these vegetables here. And like, I think what I found the most like hilarious was this rice. We ordered like 2 bowls of rice, and it came in just like one chunk of rice. So then we have to split it using these 2 plates and like a spoon. You all see the rice plastic bag is now empty. The rice has been split into plates. This empty plastic bag will go with the rest of the plastic bags. This is not the most eco-friendly way of eating at all. Hey guys, welcome to day 12. I filmed out this window because I realized I've never filmed out this one before. It's always been this one, or like this larger one, the living room area. Looking at the weather, it seems to be better than the last few days because it was raining the last few days. The clouds are pretty heavy though, so I guess that could change any moment. It could start raining any time of the day. Wouldn't be surprised either. So just a while ago, my mom got a phone call from the Environmental Protection Agency telling us that our originally scheduled trash pickup for 10:30 will be delayed by half an hour. They also stated the reason for their delay in the phone call. Apparently, a garbage truck broke down, and that was the one that was supposed to come pick our trash up. I was still really surprised that, they would make that sort of phone call because, I mean, nobody really expects garbage pickup people to be really on time. And if you're only delayed by half an hour, then you might as well just not mention it, I guess. It's really nice. I'm pleasantly surprised that, they take the time to inform us of that delay. So last time I mentioned that when we were buying groceries through Carrefour via Foodpanda, they apparently have a policy where they replace your product if it's out of stock with the nearest quote-unquote most similar product that they have in stock, which in case we ordered a papaya last time and they gave us a papaya-shaped pumpkin, which is a pumpkin nonetheless. We can't cut it, it's still taking up space. My mom did not give up though, she really wants to eat a papaya, so this time we ordered one again, and they gave us a papaya, so that's all well and good, except for the fact that we still don't know what to do with the pumpkin. Oh, and by the way, apparently we aren't the only people who ran into this problem that we know. My dad and my brother also ran into a similar problem. They ordered lamb steak, and they gave them lamb chops instead, which, like, both are like parts of a sheep, but it's not really the same thing if you think about it. And there's also a pretty significant price difference between the two, so I don't know, I hope they got reimbursed for that change. Hey guys, so it's 10:54 a.m. right now. Normally, I wouldn't be ordering stuff through Foodpanda. I'll probably put that off to a little bit later. But yesterday, my brother informed us that we'll be having a D&D session at 11 o'clock today. And I was reminded, oh, right, last time I played D&D, it was also 11 o'clock in the morning. And my brother promised it would be a short session, even though it lasted like 3 hours. And so my whole plan of like, oh, I'll just order lunch afterwards, totally backfired because by the time I got to eat lunch, it was like 2:30 in the afternoon, which is not ideal, which explains why I am ordering lunch right now. On a side note though, I am pretty psyched about today's D&D session because I got to level up, so I'm now level 3, which may translate to I won't be that useless during combat phases because I got to pick a subclass as a bard, and so I got some new abilities. Took a little bit of time to choose my subclass and to kind of modify my character sheet over the past couple of days in my free time. A little bit of extra reading though, because in order to pick a subclass, it turns out that you have to go online and search for all the subclasses and read all the subclasses and what they're about. I ended up going with a bardic college that my brother recommended me to begin with. It's called the College of Whispers. Basically, as I understand, according to D&D lore, whoever enrolls in the College of Whispers are like roguish, insidious, shady characters, and other bards in general don't really like bards who enroll in this college because they see them as tarnishing the reputation of bards. It does fit pretty well with the backstory of my character though, so that's pretty good. And besides, right, who wouldn't want to wield psychic blades and sow words of terror in their real life? I mean, D&D is all about doing what you can't do in real life, right? I'm kidding, but not really. Another thing that happened is the district official checked in with us again via phone call today. She was really nice as usual, so she started off by congratulating me for like having 2 more days of my quarantine left. After that, I was informed that in addition to the 2 weeks of quarantine, right after there will be another 7 days of kind of like an observational period. You can go anywhere you want. You don't have to stay in your apartment or anything like that, but you do have to wear a mask wherever you go, which I was planning to do anyways. Another thing I was told was that the Taiwanese government actually compensates you for staying in your 14-day mandatory quarantine. Specifically, they give you 1,000 NT per person per day, which means that both my mom and I are eligible for 14,000 NT after we get out of the 14-day quarantine, which translates to about $460 per person. So that's a pretty good amount. Okay, so I just retrieved the brunch from outside our door and put it on this table here. Here's something interesting. In the common box in Food Panda, I indicated that I wanted a drink to be no sugar. And then they wrote this handwritten note in response telling me that the sweetness level could not be adjusted, and I apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you. So aside from not being able to adjust the sweetness of this drink, here's something else we didn't expect. My mom ordered a blueberry yogurt thinking it would be a drink. Turns out it was blueberry yogurt spread out over a piece of toast. I don't see anything inherently wrong with that. I actually think it's pretty creative. This is not what my mom had in mind though. And so I ordered just a burger. It's really just a burger. It has an egg in it, so it's a pretty good burger, in my opinion. Hey guys, it's about 7 p.m. right now. We just ordered dinner through Uber Eats. And remember how I said earlier today that like it had not rained yet, but it looks like the clouds are pretty heavy? Well, guess what? It rained extremely heavily like a couple hours ago. The rain just stopped like maybe half an hour ago, and you see like the window panes are covered with raindrops. So here's a bit of news that's really exciting for me personally. A couple days ago, my dad set up Netflix for our family, so now we have access to a lot more shows than originally, because all we had was a hard drive with movies on it, but now we get to have all these streamed shows, which is really nice. Not sure if we actually paid for it yet, or if it's just like a free trial period that we have right now, but either way, major source of entertainment for the remaining time we're in quarantine for sure. So haven't had a chance to look through all the shows that I want to get through. However, what my brother tells me is that he sort of looks through the shows and he kind of compared like US Netflix with like Netflix here in Taiwan, and the shows are not all the same. And I mean, you can imagine that there are some Asian shows available here that are not available in the United States in terms of Netflix. What I am really interested in though is that my brother says that there are a lot more anime options here compared to Netflix in the US. And so, I'll be looking through those for sure in the days to come. So, just to know on the side to y'all, if any of you have recommendations about maybe lesser known anime or underrated anime, that is not available on Netflix in the US, but that you really like, it'd be great. I'd greatly appreciate it if you let me know, and I'll probably look them up and see if it's available here. And so yeah, it's great to have Netflix, and hopefully that doesn't negatively impact my productivity for the next couple of days too much. Hey y'all, that's it from me for day 11 and day 12. As I'm recording it right now, I'm quite excited because at this point, we're exactly 48 hours from the end of our quarantine, from being able to walk out this apartment and, enjoy the rest of Taiwan. Now, I'm fully aware of the fact that the quarantine ends at midnight of June 12th, which means that technically at that time, I should either be in my apartment, if not asleep or getting ready to go to bed. But I thought to myself hey, wouldn't it be funny if just for the heck of it, I just left this room the moment the quarantine technically ended at midnight and just ran along the streets and go whoa, quarantine's over! But come to think of it though, we actually weren't given the keys to this apartment, and we also don't know either the access codes to the elevator or for our front door. And so that may not have been a good idea, because then we would be locked out and have other problems. So I guess we're not doing that. So again, thanks for watching. I'll be making the last 2 episodes of my quarantine vlogs in the days to come, and I will see you tomorrow.